the meeting to order and ask Councilman Cotton to listen to the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilman Poole?
Here.
Councilman Cotton?
Here.
Councilman Littles?
Here.
Councilman Watson?
Here.
Councilman Barton?
Here.
Mayor Lovelace?
Here.
Quorum is present.
Approval of the minutes, last meeting.
I offer motion that we approve the minutes on last meeting.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Watson, seconded by Councilman Barton. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Littles? Yes. Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. Minutes are approved.
I'd like to welcome our visitors here today. Several of you I was in a meeting just a little while ago. Some are here working on different Boy Scout badges, and I'm glad to see you all here today. Approval of the agenda.
Copy of the agenda is up on the wall for the audience, and the council has a copy. There are two things we'd like to add. Under new business, you see the Compassion for Brewton piece, and I'd like to add a B where there's another portion to that which will be discussed, make more sense when we come to it. And C would be a second round of paving once this first round of paving is finished. That's all we have to add here. Any other additions or deletions? All in favor of the agenda as amended signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. The agenda is approved as amended.
Under old business, we have a vacancy on the school board, and we have Councilman Cotton and Councilman Watson on that committee.
Our committee recommendation, upcoming school board vacancy, I would like to make a motion for Ms. Ola Ball to go back on her term.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Cotton, seconded by Councilman Watson for Ms. Ball. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Littles? Yes. Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes.
The next item is housing board vacancy, and we'll bring that up at the next meeting. Under new business, we have a Compassion for Brewton outreach program. And if I could ask Pastor Bobell if he could come and address the meeting on just coming together of the different churches and what you're doing for the youth.
Yes, sir. I had spoken with several pastors here in the city, Reverend Blue, Pastor Bradley, and Brother Ed Glaze as well. Brother Ed wanted to be here this evening, but he couldn't. He's at JD teaching a class. But we had looked at a need in our city for our youth and something for them to do on the weekends so that maybe we could guide them and go in the right direction. And I was thinking of doing a movie night over at the old warehouse, the old Shell Tech buildings, which now is Compassion for Brewton, doing a $3 movie night and plan on opening the doors up at 5 p.m. We've said we're going to give out 100 or 200 tickets a weekend just to get people to come. But any of the funds for that will go to better our community, for our Adopt a Block program, any of the things that, that for elderly people in our city. We are adopting a house right now right up the road from us where the school road comes from the Methodist Church. It's the Greens right there on the corner to paint and redo their house. And so it's our plans is to try to get different churches and the community to come together, not only to fellowship and have a safe environment, but be able to give back to our community as well.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I also appreciate the painting y'all did at the Fisher Center. Y'all did a great job.
Thank you, sir.
And this is a resolution where we would fund up up to a cost of $5,000 for this year to help offset the cost of these movies for Compassion Brewton, which would also take over the need for the city of Brewton, where we were doing the movies. They'll now do the movies, so we'd be contracting out with them.
You can see in the wording that we're still going to do the Friday night
We will do
street
one
dance.
Friday night for sure for the Blueberry Festival.
May I have a motion to approve resolution number 140527?
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Barton. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. Okay, the first added item is a carry-on to this, since this was approved. In order to show these movies, we can't move our inflatable projector screen in there. It's too big and too bulky. It's not meant for the inside anyway. And the group here has picked out a screen similar to the one, if anyone's been in the back in the community center, permanently mounted to the ceiling where they can just take a rod and pull that screen down when they show these movies. The cost is, with shipping, $3,750.60. Obviously, that would ease the showing of the movies there on these Friday nights or Saturday nights. That's in addition to what you just approved.
May I have a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Barton. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Thank you.
And what we hope is that the city's present projector, which y'all are welcome to use, will serve your needs, and if it ends up that it doesn't, then we can always look at the other projector in the future. Thank you. Look forward to it.
As you know, there's paving going on throughout the city, and the time has come to decide on the second round. That doesn't mean it's the last round, it's just the second round. And this is the list that was presented to the council earlier.
And there's one addition to that, which I wrote in Franklin, the unpaved part of Franklin Avenue.
That's correct. East End.
Okay, east end of Franklin will be added.
We need a motion to proceed.
Please. Well, it'll be let out for bids, that's all.
Okay. I make that motion that we go ahead and let this for bids.
A motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Littles. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and we'll get with the engineer. Any announcements from the chair? We have no comments at this time.
Motion we adjourn.
Who's standing?